previously, when you multiply 0.5 times 1000, we will move the decimal point 3 steps to the right. So 1, 2, 3. So it is 500. When you divide 0.5 by 1000, you would just do the opposite. So instead of moving the decimal point to the right, we'll move 3 steps to the left. So 1, 2, 3, and 0.1, 2, 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3, and 5. 0.5 divided by 0.1. Remember, a division is a fraction. So 0.5 divided by 0.1 is the same as 0.5 over 0.1. These are decimals in fraction, and you don't want decimals in a fraction. So we'll multiply 10 over 10. And that is 5 over 1, and it is equal to 5. 0.5 divided by 0.001. Again, it is 0.5 over 0.001. In order to get rid of decimals, what do you have to multiply? You have to multiply at least 1,000 for the denominator here. So we'll multiply the same number for the top here as well. 500 over 0.001 times 1000 is 1. So it is 500. Try these two problems on your own. I will set 25 seconds. Begin. Zero point 0.6 divided by 0.3. Let's convert that to a fraction. 0.6 over 0.3. If we multiply it by 10 over 10, we can get rid of decimals. So it is 6 over 3, which is equal to 2. 0.45 divided by 0.3. 0.45 over 0.3. Let's multiply top and the bottom by 100. You get 45 for the top and 30 for the bottom. Now we gotta reduce this. Both numbers are multiples of 15. So this becomes 3 and this becomes 2. It is 3 over 2. If numbers are simple enough, you can use this method. Now let's try a long division. (95) divided by 7. First, we'll just do the regular long division. 7 can go into 9 one time. 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. Bring 5 down. And 7 times 3 is 21. 25 minus 21 is 4. So the quotient is 13 and the remainder is 4. To get more precise answer than 13, we will continue with decimal numbers. 95 is equivalent to 95.0 or 95.000 or 0.00000. So we can continue this way. What we do is put the decimal point in the same place in the quotient. From here, the rest will be the decimal numbers. Bring 0 down. Now 7 times 5 is 35. 5. Bring another 0 down. 7 times 7 is 49. 1. Bring another 0. 7 times 1 is 7. And we can just continue until we get enough decimal places. Or this is where the rounding decimal numbers comes in. We can round this to 14 if we were to round this to the nearest 1, or we can round this to 13.57 if we were to round this number to the nearest hundredth place. "95 divided by 0.7. It is okay to have a decimal for the dividend, but we can't have decimal for the divisor. So what we're going to do here, remember 95 divided by 0.7 is 95 over 0.7, and we can multiply by 10 over 10 to get rid of decimals. So it is 950 over 7. To get rid of decimal for the divisor, we would do what we did here. So multiply this by 10. Move the decimal point over here. Also multiply by 10 and add 0. So this becomes 950 divided by 7. Then you would just do the same division as you would do with whole numbers. It is okay to have a decimal for the dividend, but not for the divisor. So we don't want to have a decimal here. When we move the decimal point for the divisor, we will also do the same for the dividend. So move one step, and we'll move this one step as well. So this becomes 9.5 divided by 7. And we do the same as what we did earlier. 7 can go one time into 9. 9 minus 7 is 2. And let's put decimal point right above in the same place. Bring 5 down. 7 times 3 is 21. 4. If you want to keep going to get more decimal places for the quotient here, you can just place as many zeros as you want in the decimal places. 0.025 divided by 0.8. We want to get rid of the decimal for the divisor, so move the decimal point one step to the right. Do the same for the dividend. One step to the right, so this becomes 0.025 0.25 divided by 8. So let's do the division now. 8 can go into 0 times. Put the decimal point in the same place as the dividend. And 8 can go into 2 0 times. 8 times 3 is 24. Let's continue. Just consider you have zeros here, so bring 1 0 down. 1 times 8 is 8. Put another 0. 8 times 2 is 16. 4. Put another 0. 8 times 5 is 40. So 0.25 divided by 8 is 0.03125.